Once you're in, a couple of different approaches in terms of being able to search ProQuest. So one, you can just throw in some keyword searches to see what might be being published about your particular topic. So let's just say that you're interested in the snack foods world. You can just put in snack foods. You can put it in within quotation marks to search it as a phrase, so both terms show up together, or you can just search as individual keywords. But here we go. We've got over 74,000 different articles that you can sift through. Most of the content here within ProQuest is available full text, but you will occasionally find publications that they don't release the full text of their content here within ProQuest. So you can limit it over here under this full text filter. So that drops it from 74,000 down to 63, almost 64,000. All right, so from here, any of this content that you see that's available here, you can get straight to it. And sometimes it gets pretty wonky and really pretty specific, like the Journal of Food Measurement and Characterization. I have no idea what's going on in that particular publication, but you can click straight to that particular chunk of work, and here we go. There it is. You can download it up here in the upper right-hand corner. You can email it to yourself, so you can kind of play around with it and keep it within your grasp pretty easily. So that's one approach in terms of the searching, is to just put in that keyword search. Another way to come at this, and specifically there's one publication that I use a ton within ProQuest, and that is First Research Industry Profiles. So this is a report that's put out quarterly by Dun & Bradstreet, and it's a lot like IBIS World reports in terms of just kind of broad national level industry coverage, but also they include some financial details that can be really helpful in terms of business planning types of questions. But just know that you aren't limited to searching for just First Research. You can search for the Spokesman, you can search for the Wall Street Journal, any one of these 13,000 plus publications that the database covers. So if we run our search for First Research, then it'll pop up here. We have it available going back to February of 2009. And then what you'd want to do here is just search within this particular publication so that you're not searching across all those other 13,000 other titles that the database covers. So let's say that if you're interested in what's going on in the bakery world, we can just put in bakeries. And sometimes the search results that you get back are kind of weird. I don't know why florists pop to the top above cookie and cracker manufacturing, but as you scroll down the list here we go, bakery product manufacturing. So let's just go ahead and open the full text of that. Here we go. So here's probably 17, 18 pages of industry research of what's going on in that particular line of business. The bit that I mentioned, though, about the financial information is down here at the very bottom of the report. So if you scroll on down here to this company benchmark information. So First Research, coming through Dun & Bradstreet, they surveyed almost 3,000 bakeries around the nation, broken down by these sales volume categories. So they're looking at almost 2,800 small bakeries doing less than 5 million in sales. But then you can get a snapshot here of kind of what their finances look like. So if you're opening up a small bakery, knowing that the industry average is to be spending about 1% of your sales on advertising and sales, that can be really helpful as you're trying to put together your business plans. So again, taking a snapshot there, looking at the balance sheet and then your financial ratios down below. So that's one publication within the 13,000 that ProQuest covers. One last piece that I forgot to show you. So let's say that we run our search for snack foods and you get your list of results. Just know that up here in the upper right hand corner, you can go to the Save Search /alert, and it gives you a couple different options of setting up an alert so that anytime new content gets added to ProQuest, which is daily, if it matches the search that you put in, you'll just get a notification saying, hey, there's a new article out there on snack foods, and So that means that you don't have to constantly be coming back in here and running your searches over and over. All right, so that is the flyby of ProQuest. There's a lot that you can do here, access to a ton of great content. So I hope that gets you pointed in the right direction. But if you have other questions, do be in touch.